Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 58 of the Leadership Japan series. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. If you enjoy the program, then you might consider subscribing on iTunes and leaving a review. We'd love to hear what you think about the series. Also, if you'd like your own access to 102 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training through free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com. And today we are going to look at how to work well with difficult people. Well, people skills are really one of the key basics of leadership. Fortunately, leading is easy. Getting others to follow us is the tricky bit. Well, I hope this isn't new information, but not everyone is like you. So how do you get the team to follow you? Especially how to get others who are difficult to follow you or support you. Central to working well with difficult people is understanding ourselves. Yes, they are difficult, but why do we think so? Isolating out the annoyance factors helps us to pinpoint how to handle situations where we react or possibly overreact. Reflecting on the past occasions when we have found difficulty with others is a good reality check. Here is a hint on how to do that. Think of someone you consider difficult to work with. See that individual in your mind's eye. Now ask yourself two simple questions. What is about them precisely that makes me see them as difficult? Second question, how have I typically reacted when dealing with this person? And what have been some of the consequences of my reactions? Forget all the psychobabble, but consider that this exercise offers up some critical insights into ourselves. Want change? Let's start with you. Ask yourself, are there particular hot buttons that trigger a strong reaction, like being told no to something you seek? Do you notice that you quickly become defensive, take things personally, or do you find yourself exemplifying the best defense is attack principle? Double check if your body language is screaming at that person. You may be completely unaware of it. Do you just dismiss them and their ilk, or do you try to at least see how it might appear from their perspective? Are you open to negotiation or compromise? Or are you a fully paid up, card-carrying and patch-wearing member of the My Way or the Highway Club? By the way, how are you with feedback? Not good? With feedback, we don't know what we don't know is always a pain. Hearing unpleasant things about us from others is a bigger pain. Nobody understands me. Even further pain. When having to deal with idiots, people who lack our brand of common sense, and basic nasties who have the temerity to want to argue the point. Well, what can we do about it? Because over time, the stress and tension will make us ill or possibly even kill us. Don't try and change their world. Start instead with yourself. Being generous with the benefit of the doubt will be a good starting point to help us tread an easier path through the various minefields in human relations. Look at the person and the situations which arise. Ask yourself, what do I know about this difficult person that might help me understand the way they think or behave. Where and how were they raised? What has been their set of life experiences that has channeled them into their current habit patterns? Is it just an occasional thing with this person? Are they sometimes sad or mad? Is there something going on at home for them that is making them irascible? Is today's flare-up sourced by anger at their personal situation and just oozing frustration into every fibre of their very being? As a leader, it is always good to presume everyone you meet in life is carrying a heavy load. Think about your own troubles. Sadly, perfection doesn't last all that long, and before you know it, stress begins to well up. Dale Carnegie's principles to change behavior without creating resentment are a powerful and handy roadmap forward. Advice like ask questions instead of giving direct orders works well because you invite them to have influence and ownership over the decision. Very few people enjoy being bossed around. Another insight is to call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. This is useful because it precludes people becoming defensive and locking themselves into inflexible positions to save their face. Actually, let the other person save face is another of the principles and good plain advice. Don't win the battle and humiliate the other party. They won't forget or forgive, and you may lose the war over the longer term. Another principle, make the other person happy about doing what you suggest is not so easy. However, if we really analyze that person and their personality drivers in play, we can find common ground that will appeal to their self-interest, and we can unite behind that to go forward. I recommend, if you haven't already, to read the classic called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And if you have read it, reread it. It is just chock full of people skill gems. Identifying current people issues and then applying the principles to each case will make how to handle certain difficult people and situations much clearer. Good luck with dealing with those difficult people. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then you might consider subscribing on iTunes. And please leave us a review. Remember, to access your Dale Carnegie Training free white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, course information, etc., then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.